I think we are good to go. Hello, hello, hello. We're going to be playing more Pokemon fan games made for Relic Castle Game Jam 9. Again, these are all games made in about 40 days, made by very talented people who are really just trying their best. We're playing Digging for Silver, which is by someone who goes by Axis, I believe. Their full username being a bit longer than that. Axis NZLC. And this is Digging for Silver. So I believe, without going too much into it, it's about Giovanni and I believe Silver, his son. But this game actually takes part in like a part of the series that the dev has made. I can't remember exactly what the series is called. The Nuzlockology, that's it. And there's two other games that take part of the series, but I have not played them. Hopefully that doesn't really get in the way of the story too much. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, let's give it a go. And just make sure that everything is working as intended. Okay. Welcome to Digging for Silver, a midquel. Not a sequel, not a prequel, but a midquel. Nuzlockology and Vivatis Immortalis. Warning, there are dark and mature undertones in this game's storyline. That's fine. Hello there. You're probably thinking, what's a boss of Team Rocket doing as a protagonist? Allow me to explain. My name is Giovanni Sakai, and this is the story of seeking closure of the loss of my son. Oh my god, Silver's gone. If you've been around, you probably know who was a red-headed troublemaker named Silver. Well, that was my one and only son, Sylvester Sakai. He just gave himself the nickname Silver out of personal preference. Anyway, you probably only know of me as the evil Team Rocket boss, Giovanni. But nothing about the then 18-year-old high school graduate eager to start a new life. With his long-term heartthrob Ariana. Grande? Like the Starbucks cup? We were eager to have a kid and start a family, so we could get away from the clutches of my narcissistic mother, Marta Sakai, and the abusive stronghold she had on the then head of Team Rocket. Ooh, I guess he's not the first leader of Team Rocket, I guess there was a leader before him. When she found out what Arena and I were up to, she gave us an ultimatum. Take our rightful place as a succeeding head and co-head of Team Rocket, or lose the baby. Oh, welcome, Source. Welcome, welcome. We had to protect Silver, so we reluctantly gave our plan to start in a new life away from Kanto, and accepted our fates as evil team bosses. Silver was left in the care of a foster home, as of Marta's demands, until one day, I broke him out of a foster home and spent the next few years on the run with him. He was 12 when I got him out, and our travels took us everywhere. Sinnoh, Kalos, Alola, Galar, Or, Torren, the list goes on. Eventually, we visited our old family home in northern Unova. Yeah, a home in Unova? Wanted to teach Silver how to take care of himself in the house, even at only 15 years old at the time. Even though he was only 15 years old at the time. I knew I had to return to the headquarters, but I didn't want Mother finding out about my deception against her. I thought that maybe I was giving my boy a second chance at life. He's got that cool Mewtwo psychic power, you know? He can just float. That's what's in his Pokeball, Mewtwo. No, I don't know. Only to inadvertently cause his untimely death from a freak accident. Oh my gosh. So Silver's dead? I miss him every day, and I regret letting myself and Ariana fall into our mother's wishes. We should have been more vigilant. Nevertheless, follow me on my journey to seek closure. To investigate who or what was responsible for the dam collapse all those years ago. Damn, am I right? I'm going digging for Silver. Ba-dum-tsh. 1 year ago. So what happens now, Giovanni? I really do not know, Axis. Being stuck in this region reminds me of my troubled past. I'm not proud of my legacy as a former boss of Team Rocket. Right. I've done some pretty unspeakably bad things, and my grunts, even my wife Ariana, second in command, were no different. There was a warning at the start of the game, essentially warning about the edge coming up. So here it is, I guess. So what made you ultimately see the error of your ways and quit? My son, Silver. All I ever wanted to do was be a good father to him, but then one day, we were visiting my family's old home in Unova and... Hey, wait, what happened, Giovanni? Someone or something destroyed a dam somewhere and flooded the nearby river flowing down the valley. Did you ever find out who or what it was or why? No, only that my son, he got swept away in the flood waters. Maybe he's secretly alive, I can see that being a thing. If we couldn't find his body even, he's probably alive. That's how media tends to work. That's horrible. All I wanted to do was reconnect with my dear Silver. After all those years he spent in foster care, while my wife and I were too busy running Team Rocket to care for him ourselves. Just as things were going well, before I knew it, I lost my only son too young. I'm sorry, Giovanni. His death broke me and complicated things with Ariana after she and Mother found out. I couldn't face the rest of Team Rocket anymore, so I resigned. Ariana stayed behind in Team Rocket and ended our marriage as soon as I stepped down as team leader. Disgraced, I disappeared from headquarters and resolved myself to being just the gym leader here in Viridian City. Team Rocket was quick to find a new leader to replace me too. Every time I hear about Team Rocket on the news, bad memories haunt me. Why not just move away from Kanto? You said that you have another home out there, right? Me? Leaving Kanto? Sure, I mean if lingering here is doing you no good. But maybe getting away from Kanto would help some. I guess it would help. Anyways, I never got to repay you for helping me before. Really? It's not a big deal, Axis. Please, allow me, Giovanni. What do you have in mind? Well, why not resign as the gym leader? I'm sure they'll find someone new in a heartbeat. Maybe. It'd feel good to get out there and see the world and not be stuck here all the time. See? In fact, why not come with me? Me? Joining you on your Pokemon journey and research? Certainly, I could use a tour guide, but who knows their way around these Pokemon regions. You could guide me so I don't get lost, and maybe you could teach me a thing or two as a more experienced Pokemon trainer. In return, you'll finally be getting something you probably don't realize you've been longing for. And that is a friend. Someone to share the experience of journeying this fascinating world of Pokemon with. Perhaps it is time for me to move on. You know what, Axis? Let's do this. Thank you so much, Axis. That's the spirit. So what's the plan? To officially file my resignation as gym leader, I'll have to head up to the Pokemon League headquarters, up in Indigo Plateau, right? One and the same. I assume you're heading there too, right? Is that where my team and I head towards, now that I have all 8 gym badges? It certainly is. I hope to see you at Axis. And again, thank you so much for everything, Axis. Sure thing. See you soon, Giovanni. Back in the present. Okay, first of all, so now that the scene's changing, I'll just say something quickly. It's not like too bad, but there was a lot of talking in one location where like nobody moved. Just a bit of feedback, I guess, is to if you're going to have that much like talking, it's good to break it up a bit with maybe a bit of scene changes or a bit of like the characters moving around, jumping in exclamation or something. And it did feel like a couple of those lines could be cut out because they were kind of just repeating things that had already been said. But I mean, like, that's essentially what I'm saying here. Like, I can see now, it seems like we've still got some dialogue coming up, but the scene changing is a good refresher. So I think just more of that would have been nice to keep it a little bit less stagnant. But yeah, we can move on, I guess. But yeah, like Source says. Please remain seated until the plane comes to a complete stop at our designated gate. Remember to take all your belongings and Pokemon with you. Thank you for flying Unova Airways. To be fair, I do think, I do think making, like, interesting cutscenes is one of the hardest things you can do on Pokemon Essentials. And so that's why I think a lot of the time, you're just better off trying to keep your cutscenes brief than you are trying to keep them interesting. Because to make an interesting cutscene is really hard. You have to, like, have something, like, animated or, like, I don't know, some cool, like, move routes, just stuff happening. And so it's much easier to keep it brief, in my opinion. At least that's how I try to do it. I've never been one to make, like, that good cutscenes. I think, like, the best cutscene in any of my game would have been made by Ronco for Holly Goes to the Lake. Yeah, I guess. And I guess you don't need to say the name of the character every line, but I guess it's just about the style. As long as it's consistent, consistency for that kind of thing is probably what I value more than anything else. Slave day at the terminal, huh? I know there's nobody else on the plane with me. I got a private jet over it would seem. Baggage claim this way. Okay, let's go get our baggage. Once I gathered my stuff from the baggage claim, I headed straight for my family's old home in the quiet village of Icarus. Quiet enough that no one can find me here. After all that attention from half of Kanto and Johto pursuing me in Axis, I could really do with a peace and quiet right about now. When I arrived home, Persian was Persia, I said Persia, like what, the whole country was waiting for him. Persian was eagerly awaiting for me. I sent him there ahead of time. Like, that, for example, I feel like that's a line that's not really needed. We don't need to know that the Persian was sent there ahead of time. But anyway, it's like just very minor things. It needed him to stay safe during these dangerous times, and someone needed to watch over the house. I just can't believe I had to blend in by taking the subway like a filthy peasant. I don't recall the subway covering more than half the region, and then some, but never mind. Persian is resting peacefully in the Pokeball. Best not to bother him for now. What do we have in our diary? Oh, we've got nothing in our diary! No! Oh, I thought that would have been cute. We could have read Giovanni's secret diary. Let us just save quickly. Anything in the fridge? Terrific. I forgot to do the groceries. Guess this long drink will have to do. Oh, loan. Loan. Oh, I'm too sleepy to be reading. I thought it said long drink, and I was like, what the hell is a long drink? We got some fresh water. Look at that. Oh, look at us. Giovanni. Oh, hey, it's my old Pokédex. May as well take it with me. This laptop is old, but it still runs. I need to call the cable company to reactivate this thing. A couple days ago, literally yesterday, I was really worried that I was going to lose my laptop. I opened it up, and it was asking for like a BitLocker code. And essentially, if you don't have the BitLocker code, you lose your laptop. And it was just... How do I activate the sleep? Am I dumb? What did it tell me to interact with? And I did find it eventually, but my god. Call it a night and try again tomorrow. Maybe Giovanni only has one change of clothes and that's why. I know this game isn't unbeatable, like it's not gonna have a soft lock because someone left their full thoughts and feedback on the game. Do I need to pick up Persian? Do I sleep on the couch instead? Don't bother him. Do I need to look at the TV? Oh, I need to call the cable company now? Nope, that's not it. Oh, welcome, Greninja. It's been a while. You've come at an unfortunate time because I'm a bit confused. Shall we open up the game files? Let us see. It took me a very short time to get stuck. I'm just confused how I'm supposed to go to bed. I've tried talking to the bed. It must be like a very specific tile or something. Okay, opening up RPG Maker. Here we go. So it won't let me go out the door. Call it a night and try tomorrow. Okay, I think I understand what I have to do. I have to go into this bed and then press downwards. No? What the hell? Let me look at this again. Why is this not working? So the event says activate on player touch, conditional branch player is facing down. Is this not facing down and player touch? Does this not work? What am I doing wrong? Well, right now I'm just supposed to go to bed. That's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm struggling. The gist of the game is that I'm Giovanni. My son Silver has passed away in an accident, and it's all about Giovanni's life after that. But currently I'm stuck on the first objective of go to bed. I'm losing my mind. Okay. What if... Let's try this again. Let's see if we can edit it a bit, just to force the event to take place. I don't know why it is not working. Okay. Let's just try this. Oh, but yeah, I mean, maybe Giovanni just needs to download the Pokemon Sleep app and it will go down a lot easier. There we go. Okay. So I think what happened is that the event only triggers if you're facing down. But I think like I don't know how it happened, to be honest. Because somehow I turned on a self switch so that the event wouldn't happen anymore, but I never triggered it in the first place. Time for bed. Good night, Persian. As soon as I got up the following morning, the phone rang. It was Axis. I never even gave him this number. That guy can be weird sometimes. He told me that he has bequeathed something important to me. Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out about that in Pokemon Nightmare, eh? That is somewhere on our list. Let me just check that quickly. It's been a while since I've looked at my list of games to play. I believe it's kind of far down. I'm sorry, Greninja. I didn't choose the order. It was decided by the Holy Wheel. So it's all completely random. Yeah, Nightmare is third last on my list. God, it's gonna take me a while to get there because I have to beat all the big, like, 8 gym games first. But he knew my location needed to stay low profile, so he had it delivered to the Pokemon lab all the way down in Nuvema? Brilliant, taking the subway like a peasant again. Giovanni, you're a bit of a cock, aren't you? How convenient, this vending machine is out of order. That's not convenient at all. After this is Dungeon, then Enigma, then Storage System, and then finally Ultralight. Saving the best for last. But we all knew it was doing. Maybe. Is that why it saved Otter's ladder climbing simulator for second last? Because it knew that was going to be so good. So this is the Unova, a Unova town, except I haven't played Unova in enough time to remember what places are. I haven't played Unova in a long time. She's been cranky ever since she started losing sleep from trains going in and out of town at night. But I like trains. My dad loved trains. He used to work for the battle subway, and then one day he left and never came back. Mommy said he ran away and disappeared. I miss Daddy. I swear to God, if... Is this supposed to be, bloody Igno's son? I guess so. Because that is way too hyper-specific otherwise. Not having running shoes is slightly annoying, but it's going to be even more annoying if you have to go through like a long route. But now we're just going through towns. So hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, I should stop trying to enter people's houses, it would seem. Yeah! What did we say? Oh, is this not the lab that I'm supposed to go to? I suppose not. Oh, this is the lab I'm supposed to go to. I have played Picross, Afterlife, Johto Incident, X Plasma, Go Fishing, Flower Edition, and I really liked Go Fishing, I really liked Johto Incident, and I really liked Flower Edition. I think those three were like very high quality. And I've heard there's some amazing ones. I've heard Outskirts is absolutely mind-blowingly good, so I'm very excited to do Outskirts. You must be Mr. Sakai, is that correct? Yeah, who are you? I'm the assistant to the region's professor. Where's the professor now? The professor is currently away at a conference all the way out in New Vilgam City. Or, that far from here. Oh god, I don't know anything about Or. I'm not going to be able to get any of the Or references. Yep, I know there's like a disco dude. Oh, hey Karthik, welcome. Like, there's like a Mirror B, I think his name is. He's got like a big afro and he looks like a clown. That's all I know about Or. Yeah, pretty urgent. Something about the current remaining surviving professors possibly being rotated and reassigned to other regions. Surviving? Anyways, just skipping over that. I played both Johto Incident and Gone Fishing, both required. Yeah, I know, right? Both really good. Both quite short, but both really good. I believe this is for you. Togepi. We got a baby. The deliverer also had these 2 items ordered and delivered to you. We got a Pokegear and Sport Loafers. Oh, we get running shoes, finally. Thank you, sir. The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Sakai. Do I get to pick up one of these Pokeballs? Well, like, what's the deal going on here? It is a Voltorb. It's just a Voltorb. No, I do not want to quit. Let's see, what... So, we got a little Togepi friend called Junior. Yeah, I guess at least it won't have any bugs and whatnot, right? And it can be more updated. Because the jam results will probably come out by the time I get there. At least at the pace I'm currently going at. Oh yeah, it's a pretty buff Togepi and knows extra sensory. And it comes in a nice luxury ball. That is very convenient. Oh, look at the zoomies on this guy. He moves. I do get that. I definitely do get that. Sorry, I just had to have some water. I mean, not even just for live streams, just in general too. It's nice, like having short games and being able to experience a like big diversity of different games in like a short amount of time. But yeah. That being said, I've heard Pokemon Abstract, the like big 8-gym game, is pretty unique in its own sense. So even though it's like a very long game, it's not just a typical Pokemon game from what I know. You're a future champion for making it. Every journey begins with the first step. You have taken that first step. Whatever it is in your journey, it will take you. Best of luck finding whatever it is you're searching for. Thank you, I needed that. Giovanni, you soft boy. All these tiles are kind of cool. They're like apartment tiles. We're in Kluma Hills. Shall we buy some things? Oh, we are stacked for the dough. Wait, that's a repel. I thought that was a Pokeball. Okay, but buying that many repels is probably good too. I'm guessing we're probably not getting Pokeballs. Are you going to tell us why? Yep, the Unova League decided to ban the sales of Pokeballs from Pokemarts around here. They did? Why? No idea. All I know is that less people become trainers around here. That sucks, yeah. Why would you ban Pokeball sales? What? That seems very convenient. Yeah, from what I've heard, like the thing with Abstract is that you can do it like in any order. Strange, but sounds like it should be fun. Unova has been facing a food shortage, so this town has been importing and cultivating berries from other regions to try and help out. Please feel free to use berry patches around here. Take this too. Okay, I never ever use berries, so we can skip on that one. A green Pokemon. Oh, hello. You sell berries. If I want to like try hard, I should definitely take advantage of this because they are very cheap. So we can get like a handful of status effect ones because they'll be useful instead of having to buy a full heal or whatever. I just don't like going through the process of planting berries. And why would you plant berries if you could just buy them for $20 here? Leopard berries, why not? We'll just get them all. If it is open world, I can't wait to see our team of... Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. So that's what it kind of seems like to me. It seems like it's kind of going for what Scarlet and Violet tried to do, but it's actually made it balanced, or like auto-balanced, so that you can do it in whatever order, and you won't be like 20 levels above them. So that, I think, should be cool. Because obviously, you know, with Scarlet and Violet, you can say, oh, you can do it in every order. But there is very much an order they want you to do the game in. The river bend this way. The river do indeed bend. I love riding my bike everywhere, but there ain't no ramps, no parks around here. It really sucks, yo. I ain't going all the way to Sky Arrow Bridge. That's mad fine. I ain't taking no stinking subway. Everybody hates the subway in this game. The poor subway. Hey, I run a restaurant around here, but unfortunately I'm short-staffed, so I have to close shop until I can find a few helping hands to work for me. I take it I can't volunteer? Hi, I'm the bank here. I haven't opened. Nobody's open. Nobody has staff. There's criminals everywhere. There's weird bikers hanging around. And they're just doing whatever. You are one aspects away from doing roleplay asterisks for yourself there. But yeah, I think this game does have that. This town's lame, there's barely anything to do around here. Even with new places opening, there's not too many Pokemon trains around here nowadays. Yeah, this town's kinda gone to the shits, hasn't it? Not that I know. I don't think it's finished. But maybe Marion's working on it? But definitely not finished. I feel like there would have been like confetti everywhere if Marin finished his kit. And I have not seen confetti. I have not dug for silver. Although, Kenny, that sounds like extremely morbid when you say that, because silver's like a dead body in this game. So I'm not gonna go digging up his dead body, hopefully. You weird morbid ass Kenny. Bugs are cool, let's battle. Okay. You're just challenging like the former head of Team Rocket to a battle with your Caterpie. Is there an alpha version for the MK studio? I did not know that. Obviously I have not been keeping up with the Kardashians, or in this case, the Marunos and Marins. Okay, straight off the bat, this is not looking great for me. I guess if Silkion only knows Harden, we can't lose. This is Giovanni after his son has passed away and has become a little soft egg. So now he has a cute little Togepi. Oh, that Spupa is tiny. Oh, I guess the MK Studio is pumping, huh? I haven't seen anything on it in like so long. So it is kind of cool to hear that Marin's still working away at it. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing it in the upcoming EV Expo then. Since I've seen a lot of posts about the upcoming EV Expo and a few little hints on the different games that might appear in it. Cat save just in case. I don't even know why I'm going up this river bend. I don't know what I'm doing here. These shorts suck. I prefer pants. Because at one point we said we were gonna meet with the Axis dude at Indigo Plateau. And then we said we were going to go to my hometown. And then I picked up the Togepi from the lab. But now I don't really know what we're doing. What does Life Dew do? Does it heal me? I flinched. Let's use a potion. Golly gosh. And we haven't had a technology is amazing guy appear yet. One of the mandatory NPCs, and we haven't seen it yet. So Life Dew heals at least 5 HP. Good to know. I haven't seen that many Among Us references this game jam. To be fair, I haven't made it like that far in, but still. You'd think Among Us is dead. Surely not, that can't be the case. You, battle me and my rare Pokemon. Is it going to be Porygon? Oh no, you're a nerd. An Axu, that is pretty rare. Did someone say Among Us? Oh, don't tell me... Oh god. Oh, of course Cerubi is going to have Among Us, isn't she? There's always some Among Us in it. And then there's also going to be like a Scolipede statue somewhere. I'm excited to play Cerubia's game though. I heard from JPA, who did the playtesting for it, that it's like very, very good. He was quite smitten with the game, it seems. Yeah, well, I think this is supposed to be like a different take on Giovanni, I guess. It's very different than normal. He has like a whole different backstory. He has a wife, and now his son is dead. Like, this is not the typical Giovanni at all. This all takes place in a series of games made by the dev. There's 2 other games, and I haven't played them. But it's all part of like a connected universe, so I guess it ties in with that. Like his version of Giovanni and what's going on. We do have a Persian though, I know that, but we have not taken our Persian because it is sleeping. That's the reason we haven't taken our Persian. But we do have a Persian. So I'm in a bit of a sticky wicket, as they would say in the colonies. But there we go. Dragon Pulse on Metronome. Oh no, there's more Pokemon coming out. Okay, so we just have to hope that Metronome can do it. We got Burning Jealousy. That sounds like a cool move. Otherwise, we could just use a Leopard Berry. But Metronome seems to be working. But this person have 4 Pokemon. 4. Oh, and now we're setting up. Oh, it just used Last Resort. Fuck, that could have been bad. We only have 1 Pokemon, so if we use something like Explosion, it's game over. Let's heal up. Sweet Scent. Such a useful move. We have Jaw Locked it. Symphysis? Okay. I think we're going to need to pull out that Leopard Berry unless this Metronome's going to somehow... Yeah, okay. We will power Extrasensory back up. It's a good thing I bought those Leopard Berries, otherwise I'd be in a very awkward space right now. Oh, fucking hell, of course you're Dark type. I didn't know you got Dark type already. Okay, so we have to Leopard Berry Metronome. Right, okay. Welcome, Kakarot. We've got everybody coming in here. What the hell? It's not even supposed to be like that good of a time for the Americans, is it? It's like 5 PM for me, which means it must be like super late for you guys. Fucking hell, I used Extrasensory again. But welcome, welcome. Expanding Force, okay. Yeah, go to bed, Kakarot. Come on. I can't believe you'd come in here and try to support me like a nice person. Go to bed. We've got a tiny Litten. There's 2 AM's pretty late. That being said, I did go to bed at 4 AM last night because I was I stayed up doing music quizzes on YouTube. It was like 2000s to 2010 music quiz. I was like, hell yeah, and it was like very nostalgic. So I was like, I have to sit through and do this. I'm gonna just run back, heal up, and then buy some more Leopard Berries. Because it seems like Leopard Berries are like the best thing we can get here. Leopard Berries live in this Pokemon. Okay, we're gonna buy like a lot because they are cheap. And we'll go heal up. And then we'll get back on the road. I don't think I've talked to the people in the Poké Center actually, so I can do that quickly. Oh my god, you and your $5 haircuts. Don't remind me, I forgot. You privileged little fuck. Like getting good $5 haircuts in Greece. I've been watching them. A lot of my friends have been... What are they talking about? This person's crazy. Yeah, okay, boomer, indeed. a lot of my like people who I used to know in high school, but I have them like on Instagram. I've been seeing their videos of them often like traveling Europe and whatnot. It seems like everybody went to Europe these holidays, which makes sense. I guess it's winter, sad, and cold in Australia in the southern hemisphere, so people are going to the nice beaches of the northern hemisphere. But yeah, I've seen so many like beautiful photos of Greece and so much like good looking food. Someone had this photo of just like a bunch of octopus or squid, I think octopus, like hung out on a line to dry or whatever. And I was like, that shit looks so tasty. If someone was just like hanging their octopus in the open, I would just grab it and get munching. But yeah, one day I will get munching in Greece and maybe get a $5 haircut too. I don't really know a whole lot about MK Studio except that it's made from Marin and probably going to be really good when it comes out. That is the expanse of my knowledge. And not a whole lot. So many bug Pokemon. Oh my god, this person has 6 Pokemon. I swear to god, if they just all end up being crappy bug Pokemon. They are. They're all crappy bug Pokemon. They're all bug Pokemon that only know Harden. So I guess that's like home for you. Seeing Octopus just hanging out in the air with the tentacles swaying in the wind. I wish that was my reality. I go outside and I just see like fucking pigeons. I don't see octopus. Very windy, we'll take that. It's already pretty good to be honest, but it's a bit limiting since a lot still needs to be done. But if you wanted to make something friendly, right? Like I guess the whole thing with essentials, and this was the comparison when it came to like PSDK or Pistic, if you will, versus essentials. Like because essentials has been out for so long, it has a lot more to work with. And there's so much online. You can Google just like any question about essentials, about, oh, I've got this bug, how do I fix it? And you'll probably find some 10-year-old Poke community post asking about the same thing that can tell you exactly what to do. Yeah, man, I love seafood. I would love that. I would love that. I'd eat octopus or calamari every day if I could. It should taste so good. Lake Stradon, stand together as one. It's locked. That dude's playing with his bike. We've got a coffee bean thing going on. It's a bit weird how there's like a door next to a door. There actually used to be a fountain in the garden park this way many years ago, but then a dam collapsed somewhere up north and flooded parts of the region. Nowadays, what used to be just a little water garden is now a full-on lake and river. Okay, so I guess what we're currently doing, I was kind of asking why are we just heading north? But I guess the reason we're heading north is to visit the dam where our son Silver died in an accident. I still am of the belief that I think we're going to get up there and it's going to turn out that Silver is secretly alive. So yeah, so we're not in Kanto in this game. We are secretly in a northern part of Unova. Not secretly. But like the whole backstory behind Giovanni is that he had an old family home in Unova. And that is where we are right now. What are you cooking over here? Honey? You're cooking honey! I do not need honey, and that is very expensive honey, so I will not be buying. You can take your honey where it's wanted. Oh, that'd be really nice. Honestly, Meg the Ninja, I'll keep that in mind. I don't know when I'm going to Greece, though. Not anytime soon, at least. So next year, I will hopefully, like halfway through next year, hopefully I will be... Oh, the Dream Yard. I kind of know where we are, then. It's the city with the Dream Lady, no? Next year, hopefully I'll be going to Japan for a year. Just to put my diploma of languages to use and spend some time as an English teacher in Japan. So And then after that, I need to figure out what I'm actually doing with my life. If I want to be a physics teacher or what. And if I want to be a physics teacher, then I have a lucky egg. Then I have at least 2 more years of study to go. She literally tells criminal find a criminal. No, Giovanni, he's loved here. Everybody loves Giovanni. Yeah, there are a lot of held items. I do kind of agree with you, lady. Sometimes I'll just see a random held item and I've got like no idea what it is. Is that Cyrus? Heh, it's funny. One day, you're the leader of a big shot baddies organization. The next day, you're on the run? Yep, with the only remaining living being you care about when the rest of the world has forsaken you. Truth. Then another day, you're all alone because you had to bury them? You too, huh? Indeed. Son or daughter? Nah, I never married. It was my childhood Pokémon that I lost. Some would call him a starter, or their first. But my boy's aim was more than that. That Crobat was special. Even as a baby Zubat when I first got him as a child. My underlings always made fun of me for being full on hatred towards everyone, yet owning a Crobat. Sure, I was rough with my Pokémon, but his aim was different. What about you? It was my son, Silver. My mammy tried to keep him apart from me and the missus. By the time I tried to set things right with him, fate had a different plan for him anyway. That's rough. Can't replace the one you love the most, can you? Never. Not even another Pokémon, even if it's one supposedly meant to bring joy to everyone. That's a whoop if I've ever heard one. Even then, this Absol's been my only companion, after all my other Pokémon mysteriously dropped dead one by one, like flies, especially my Crobat. What the hell? After his no Zane, hell, he's supposed to bring me more luck than from what I've heard about his kind. Looks like you've got enough bad luck to keep you going for the rest of your life. Yeah, we could both use a little happiness from yours there. Charming. 2 men like us, with such weirdly similar circumstances, randomly meeting in a place like this. Yeah, why the hell is Cyrus in a school? Does anyone want to explain that to me? Why is Cyrus studying in Unova? Preach. So you are Giovanni Sakai, the former boss of Team Rocket. Cyrus' son, current boss of Team Galactic. Current? Have you ever considered resigning? It's not like I'd be missed. Perhaps a battle will help for decision making. Oh, I have to battle this guy? Okay. Oh, I want to go to Japan too one day, but next year I'll probably find a summer job, get some work experience on it. Oh, that would be nice, eh? Yeah, Japan's nice. I did a working holiday in Japan over my summer in Japan's winter at a ski resort. And now, sometimes I'm just sitting there at uni, staring into the distance, wishing I could go back. I loved working at that ski resort. It was such a good time. Maybe sometimes I think it would have been better if I never got a taste of it, because I could be a lot more happier knowing what could have never been or whatever, being ignorant. But instead I'm like, yeah, I had a good time, didn't I? And here I am now at uni, not having a good time.